Good evening, everyone, to another episode of interviewing with members of the community. And today we have us a person whose name is Dead Storage. Now, he is somebody who has been with the community for a while and is trying his hardest to help people with their difficulties. But some troubles got in the way, and today we'll be looking through that and what's going on. Hello, good evening, Dead Storage.
What's going on?
Hi. So we see from your picture that you are the maker of the mod pack, TNS mod pack, TNS TED pack. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's it.
And what was your purpose in trying to make this mod pack?
First and foremost purpose for the pack was simply to try to help those who are maybe a little computer illiterate or having trouble with getting a bunch of mods to work together. For some reason, I can do that pretty well, and just reading over the Minecraft forums, I see a lot of people having trouble and no real good answers, so this was just my way of trying to give a little back to the community.
I see. And what was your, how do you say this, your journey to get to where you are right now, to make this mod pack?
It's been like walking down a road and having people kick me in the butt nonstop. Making the pack was actually, it turned into a little bit of an obsession. When, something goes wrong, you just have that urge to figure out the way to fix it.
Yes.
And the idea for it simply came from Direwolf 20. I'm not trying to blame him for it, but he did his put out his install video, and I followed it, and then everything worked out for me, and I just kept seeing everybody else was having trouble, so I threw together, my config files and how I had it all set up and just put it for a download up on the Minecraft forums.
Right.
And that's pretty much where it started. Eventually got to where it got I started going a little crazy, and I was trying to put together an actual technical mod pack, not so much the what is it called, RPG mods or the magical mods, but the industrial crafts, build crafts, forestry, stuff like that. That's an actual technical part of the mod community. And then I got a little out of hand and put too many in there, and now the pack's not getting. You can't use it for Direwolf's worlds, I don't believe, because I think I used IDs that
He didn't use.
he later, well, when he wasn't using an ID, I used it for one mod, and then he updated to a new mod and had the same ID, and I didn't want to change it because the people that are using my pack couldn't use it again.
Right.
But that's pretty much where I started with it.
And so you started from there, and then when you were did you talk to the modders about this?
Afterwards, I'm going to be honest with you, I started off, when it came to mod packs, I had heard of Technic, what's that other one, Xmod. I'd heard of them, but didn't know anything about them. I didn't look far enough into it to figure out that I had to get permissions first. And after it came out, then I got to talking to a lot of mod creators. I didn't have to go to them. Believe me, they came to me about it. But, for every one of them that was yelling at me, there was, one guy who said, thanks, and you really helped me out, and now I get to use these mods in a way I didn't, I couldn't before, and I'm finding out new things about them. So I went ahead with it anyway, just because I wanted to help.
Exactly. Well, you were kind of cornered after what happened.
Now, don't get me wrong, some of the mod creators were really, really cool about it and just kind of slapped me on the wrist and said, hey, if you'd asked, you would have got permission. I was like, oh, well, I'm sorry, I didn't know, but can I have permissions? And I actually, iChung was one of them, the portal guy. And this was back when the pack was in 1.0, and he's like, yeah, go ahead and use it, but when it updates, you can't use it. So I was like, oh, great.
Well, I guess since you already made the pack,
And it was kind of already done, so.
Alright, and what are your plans for the next update?
As of right now, we're kind of stuck in that limbo between Minecraft getting updated and the mod machine that is, mods for Minecraft is kind of catching up to the update. We are actually not doing anything. Well, I'll take that back. One thing we're doing is making an SMP version. What I wanted to do was make a server file download that was compatible with the DNS. So once I got released, I kept getting comments. How can I play this on SMP? So that was once Minecraft got updated, which we knew was coming in the beginning of March. That was kind of the plan while we were waiting for it to update, was to make a SMP version. But even that's kind of on hold because we would have been working on a 1.1 SMP when 1.23 is right there.
Exactly.
So some of the future plans is it's still kind of we want to update to 1.23.
Yeah.
But we're talking to some people in the community trying to work out a better way to do this to make people happy, make us happy and make everybody else happy at the same time.
Thank you for sharing your views. Thank you for sharing your future plans, I mean. Again, but about your mod pack and the other ones, let's talk about some other mod packs that have been around for a while. Have you heard of the AMCO mod pack?
I have. I've looked at it, and I think I have it pulled up on my computer. I'm trying to remember what's all in it. What's the main, what was the main theme for it?
Tech. Basically similar to Technic and yours, except it's not nearly as well advertised. And it's basically most of the mods that he uses also.
I think I've seen it. I think you're right about his advertising. I think I've only seen it just by running across it on the Minecraft forums.
Yes, and it is officially approved by every single mod author.
I'm looking at it right now. I've seen this one. I've looked at one that's called Xmod, I believe. And that one to me was more along the lines of what I did with mine, except he uses no cheat mods, no single player commands, NEI or TMIs, or the cheat pack. I think that's what it's called. He wants you to play legitly.
Well, most of the people who use NEI don't use the cheat mode. So you know what I mean?
Yeah, the
recipe mode.
I mean, I don't want to talk bad about too many items at all. I've loved that thing forever. But NEI to me is so much better just because of the recipe mode that it has.
Yeah. No, well, like.
I mean, that's kills two birds with one stone.
Yeah, exactly. I was interviewing Chicken Bones, and then we talked about that kind of thing, and why he did NEI, and most of the reason was because TMI was too disorganized. You can find most anything with NEI. But the good thing about TMI is it's not reliant upon Forge, other APIs. It's just, boom, you update Minecraft, I update TMI. It's speed.
I don't know how long you've been playing Minecraft, but back when I think when I got it, it just hit beta right when I bought it. And we had to use what is it? Inventory edit. Have you ever seen that one? This one you had to you played your game, you had to save it, close Minecraft, open up inventory edit, and it had a little interface where you just added the blocks you want and click save, and then you opened up Minecraft again. And if you wanted to add more blocks, you had to close Minecraft, open up that interface, and add them again. That's how it was back before too many items was around and single player commands.
TMI kind of changed the whole playing field.
Yes, it was just nice not having to close Minecraft and restart it every time you wanted to add a block to your inventory.
Most inventory edits for games out there are just like that. They're not like TMI. TMI is like pretty advanced for its interface.
And still, to me, it's still a great mod. It's just the two features of NEI, the recipe part, and the text bar down at the bottom where you can type in what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Those two things are my favorite, features of that mod.
Yeah. Another reason people use NEI is because to check the block ID conflicts.
Yes, that too. You'd be surprising how helpful that was to me.
Yeah.
Because I used to keep same thing that Technique does, I kept a spreadsheet.
Yeah.
And trying to type out the names of blocks and numbers, eventually, I didn't even know that feature was in NEI until a couple months ago,
Mm.
and that was a happy day for me.
Yeah, you can just go in there, click unused blocks. Oh, there you go. Just assign those numbers.
Hmm.
Yeah. And then you
But
can
it does
put.
have a little trick. Some red power items.
Hmm.
NEI will show it as not used, but red power is actually using it for anybody who may be trying to solve conflicts. Some red power blocks don't show up in NEI that way. Just a heads up for anybody who may be trying that.
Yeah, I guess. All right. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, that's right. uh, you, we've talked about the Technic pack now and then, but we never really talk about where. Do you know the history of the Technic pack?
I know, I know some of it. In all actuality, I've tried to talk to Karamix
Hmm.
just because we're kind of in the same boat, and he didn't seem to want to have it. Didn't want to try to communicate with me.
Yeah.
That's his prerogative. But from what I know of it, it started off pretty much the same way mine did. Just he put out a pack and started, everybody told him he needed permission, and eventually left the Minecraft forums and just kind of kept going his own way.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the only reason his pack got as big as it did is because the Yogscast. I mean, I may
Probably.
be wrong, but I'm assuming that's what happened.
I mean, the Yogscast do have their own mod pack, the Yog box, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
I've heard of that. That one I have never even looked at. I've just there's so many mod packs and
Exactly, but there aren't many
that's one.
like legal ones, which is pretty.
No.
Yeah. People just do it like you. They put it together and then find out that it's legal.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's usually the way it goes. Not to take down or put down any of the mod packs that are legit, but most of them aren't. To me, in my opinion, aren't as good as the illegal ones because the illegal ones tend to have mods that people like. I think Mo Creatures, Doctor Zork? Is that his
Yeah,
name?
Dr. Zark.
I don't think he releases it to anybody, does he?
No.
That's the thing. The legal ones are usually better just because you have more chances of getting more mods in it.
Yeah,
I think that's why people tend to lean towards those a little more.
that's true.
But
I mean,
an
like,
easy way to do it is get one of like the X mod, which I like most of his stuff, but it doesn't have any of the cheat mods. You can simply add those yourself if you know
yeah,
how.
just add in the eye, and then you can add in all the other extra mods you want by yourself. But then people don't want to go through the trouble. They just want something to download, install, play.
Yeah, they need to. I do understand the fact when people say you need to learn how to do it. I don't know if I've already said this, but on my site I actually say, if you know how to do this, do it yourself. Don't download my mod pack. Do it yourself. Learn how to take the opportunity to do it yourself.
Exactly.
And if all else fails, download mod, but at least give it an attempt.
Right. But you have like 10-year-olds out there, 12-year-olds that they want to play mods, but they don't want to learn all this, extra coding stuff. But it has a valuable place in life. You have to figure out the errors yourself and then try to solve it.
At least attempt it.
Yeah, at least attempt it. If you can't,
That goes with anything in life. At least try first.
exactly.
Maybe you can't do it, but try.
Yes, try. I mean, if you don't try it and you say something about it, then you're totally ignorant about what you're saying, and people will just turn you down because you have no idea what you're talking about.
Exactly.
And then so it's just like, yeah. So that's mod packs. We had a pretty good discussion here.
That's why I wanted to do this. I wanted people to at least hear my side of it. I know nobody's gonna, most of the hardcore people are never gonna agree with me, but I really did just want to help people. It wasn't about being, vindictive or just being, excuse the expression, an ass, but I really want to help the people that can't do this do it.
Yeah. If you had an opportunity in the future to make your mod pack more of a config pack, would you take it up?
Actually, as it sits right now, I mean, I could release the configs in the download. I mean, the way it's saved on, for me on my computer, I have a file just with configs. I mean, that can be released. I've never really thought about doing it, but that could be released today.
Well, then maybe you could do that and then tell the people that we're switching to a config based, and then have it in the future create an interface which makes it easier for them to download the mods from their respective sites.
That has been my goal since day one, but I've been trying to meet the right people who are willing to take on the task. That's a goal of mine to have it, to have everybody happy. That's really what I want. I want the mod creators happy. I want the community happy. I want everybody to. It sounds like I'm full of rainbows and unicorns right now, but I just want everybody to be happy.
Right. Well, that's always the goal for people who are working with the community, right? If you don't aim for the people's, if you don't aim to help them and you're aiming to help yourself, half the time you don't achieve it. Only when you're really lucky do people like what you're doing, right? If you're doing it for yourself. Alrighty.
If I can find the right people to help, then I will change the format of the mod pack to whatever it takes to
Yeah.
Get everybody happy.
Okay. I'll see what I can do to help you with that then, and then we'll see where we go from there.
Greatly appreciated.
No problem. I had a nice chat with you today, and I hope everyone also learned a lot from this. And for the mod users out there, please try to install the mods yourself to prevent people going to illegal dispute like this, which is not really fun for them, because they're trying to help you. So, thank you for your time.
No problem.
I'll see you.
It's been fun talking to you.
You too. So come back another day, everyone, for another episode of Interviewing with the Community, and ciao.
Adios.